Hi guys, this is the Big Bad Wolf of Astrology, Black Droog, guiding you onto the path of the Almanac using astrology as a guide for inspired living. Today we're going to talk about the full moon in Aries, which happens on the 1st of October 2020 at 10:05 British Summer Time, and also the influences of Chiron and Mars, as well as Venus and Saturn. So here we go. Thanks. Hi, right. As you can see from the chart here, we have the moon in Aries opposite the sun in Libra on the 1st of October 2020 at 10:05 p.m. British Standard Time, which is 9:05 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. So please adjust those times for your local area. Right, what is the moon in Aries energy? Well, the moon in Aries is all about you. It's all about the ego. It's about courage and action and speaking up for yourself, your independence. It's about finding that courage to make those hard emotional decisions. It's about putting yourself first, being your authentic self, and speaking up for yourself. But the moon in Aries is also about impulsiveness, about taking impulsive action and reacting instead of acting upon something, and being aggressive instead of assertive, which we have to, as people, we have to be able to understand the differences. Emotional extremes are quite high in this period. And also with the sun in relationship-oriented Libra, we can start to lose ourselves in compromises and agreements with others, which the sun is telling us to do at the moment. And now is a good time to actually have a step back and see how all this is affecting us, and whether this is good for us emotionally, whether it's something that we should be looking at. And right, like say for right now, this is happening in my 8th house of shared resources and debts. So this could mean I'm going to be asked on a financial settlement of some kind, or asked for some kind of financial support from someone. I have a good idea what this is about, and I'm just going to have to weigh the I'm going to have to weigh against how much I need to put myself first in this kind of situation, whether it's good for me emotionally to commit to this sort of endeavors. So this will be something I'll be looking at in the next month, couple of weeks. And this could also be a very triggering situation for me, which like I said, I think I know what the situation is about. So without going into too much details, it's definitely a triggered situation. Why is it a triggered situation? Well, as you can see beside the moon here, we have Chiron, the wounded healer. The Chiron is all about those things inside of us that don't usually quite heal through time. It's the traumas and abuses that we've had to endure through our lifetimes that don't quite heal. We go through quite a bit of crap sometimes, and we barely get through it. But the good thing about the Chiron energy is that this crap that we go through, this trauma, and it's may be bad for us, but it's something for us to be able to help out with other people. Now, with the moon here in Aries, this is going to shine it's going to shine this trauma. It's going to shine its light on this trauma. It's going to bring it out emotionally. So Chiron in Aries is about issues with being independent, issues with assertiveness, self-expression, being able to prioritize yourself, and being able to see how special and important you are as a person on your own level, and being your authentic self. So these traumas or wounds that we have regarding these, the full moon is just going to shine her light on these issues and cause some emotions relating to them to well up. Um, and to make matters sort of worse, we have Mars here, which is very close by in Aries still, retrograde. So Aries being in, sorry, Mars being in Aries sort of uh, amplifies Mars energy. And Mars is all about the ego, it's all about doing, it's all about getting what you want. But being retrograde, there's going to be lots of frustration because you're not going to have that motivation to do stuff. You're not going to have that energy to push forward. And that energy is what you would probably need to heal those traumas, or to um, to make sense about them, and it's not going to be there. Plus, you have the square to Saturn, and Saturn is telling you to it's going to restrict you even more with this. So this restriction and this not being able to get motivated is just going to be frustrating, and you're going to act out. There's going to be tension and anger, and and you've also got this Pluto square as well, which is about being dominated, and about not being able to fulfill your goals, possibly because of some other people in your lives not um, cutting you off. And so we have that quite a bit of energy right there. So that's something that we're going to need to stop ourselves and be able to process. And in these times, I would probably go for some mindful meditations, um, deep breaths, definitely, count to 10, act, don't react to situations. And if you find yourself in a situation that is triggering, which is probably going to happen in the next week or two, um, find you a safe space, go to it, and take yourself out of the situation. Um, like I said, you still have this Mars square with Saturn, which is double frustrating. Saturn's about restriction, Mars is about wanting to do stuff, but it can't at the moment because of the retrograde. So you've got that double restriction, and then you're not going to be very quite happy. The only saving grace at the moment, to be honest, is this trine with Venus. Now this means that we could be able to circumvent some of this by not going fully direct, and like Mars would usually go to, but maybe going a more receptive route, and being able, instead of being the warrior, being the charmer, the lovable rogue, possibly, and be able to use your wiles to get what you want with your goals. Um, sorry. And we also have Saturn here, which has gone stationary direct as of the 28th of September, so a couple of days ago. But unlike its smaller brother Mercury, Saturn retrogrades are quite helpful. And Saturn retrogrades are all about introspections and taking a step back and reflecting on matters that are important to us and contemplating our actions of the times that we have, and in the retrograde, and righting the wrongs that we've done and making amends, things like that. And if you've taken this time in this retrograde, which started, I think, around May, or it could be August, I can't remember. I'm sorry, I can't remember off the top of my head. So during this retrograde period, yes, if you've taken the steps to make the adjustments necessary to improve yourself with this retrograde, you'll soon start to see the rewards. However, don't be surprised if it takes a little bit longer, because Saturn's still in its retrograde period, which means that although it's going direct, it hasn't got to the point where it was before the retrograde. So it's still retracing its steps back to the original, which was around 1 degree Aquarius, 1 degree 57 minutes, I think. So, and it doesn't achieve that until 3rd of January ish. So yeah, we still have a few months, but you'll start to see the effects of the Saturn Direct, uh, a new order in your life coming through, especially with Capricorn energy, depending on where it falls in your chart, and details, things like that. Working with details. Um, my Saturn Direct is in my 5th house at the moment, which is the house of passions and creativity. So this is helping me find a new way of being ordered in order for me to be more creative, being able to work with what I'm doing at the moment, which hopefully is these new YouTube videos, which I've been starting to do regarding astrology and some of my tarot work. So yes, so that's looking forward to that. So that's really good. I hope this has been very helpful, and I shall be making some more videos. I hope you like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments how you think I've done. Thanks. Bye.